one, so we so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta compare. Let's be honest for once and own it.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Primetime. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. They'll throw to begin with Chuck. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Here is Chuck on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Olave is the motion man. That is caught wide on the RPO. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Chuck. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. It's going to be fielded back at the 5. And that's good work on this return as he brings it past the 25. Trying to get the running game going. His first carry, a modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. Boom, up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 38 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Penix with the man. He's got it. It's London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run.
The ball comes out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On first down, Shuck. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Shuck. He'll let one go down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Throwing again, Shuck. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. For any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Here's Ryan Rico now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Our former dog played his college ball at Georgia. It's James Cook. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets back.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down. Cook gets it out of the pistol. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 1 at the 12-yard line.
On second down, it's Shuck. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing is Shuck. And he'll take it on in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll throw on first down with Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That's caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. DJ Sanders there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3
From the 42-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Penix. His throw left side is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Atlanta. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Throws caught by Cooper on the right side. And he will score! Touchdown, Atlanta. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
44-yard line.
Chuck looking to throw on first down. This one intercepted. A big hole.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead.
7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll send their tight end left. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That's complete on the tight end screen. Now he's free to midfield. Racing to the end zone. And what an effort 8 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I know this is National Tight Ends Day, but it seemed like this offense has been celebrating this every single week all season long. He's been one of their main targets and one of the league's biggest mismatch advantages.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. A short one taken at the 10. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Saints. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Saints have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. Could get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down. From the gun, here is Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, Penix. He's going to air this one out, and this will be incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. It's complete. He's got it to London. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll throw. It's Penix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry. Didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Penix going to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
21-yard line.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third down, they need 5. To throw is Penix. That one taken in by London. They will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's second and goal. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Got it. Ready?
Second and goal. Hunter will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On play action, it's shot. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. 3, 6.
lefty Penix on first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Saker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Now, deep ball for London. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down. Turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On third down, Penix. Open man, right side. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Low back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take this one in. Great London. Touchdown Falcons.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Shuck. The right side to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Pass caught by Bond. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. To the air once more. Shuck. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Throwing again, Shuck. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Saints first down. A run up the middle with Cook. They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Pushed out to his left. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And be taken down there.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and ball.
3rd down. 3 to go. Is complete, and great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Cook. He'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Olave is the motion man. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 6.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Lost on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to take the lead here in the 4th. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, Smash! Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready,
Try to start on the ground. And not punch there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Atlanta. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, go street.
From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, you're right. Into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Penix on 3rd down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Finding room at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. He'll return this from the 10. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
On play action, Penix. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Penix. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down. Here's Penix. High-headed defenders raced all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Again, it's Penix. He's got a man. That's complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Number 18. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. Left side in the hands of London. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stick to the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
A lot on the line here. Fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Falcons first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they could win the game on this possession.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. We'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. To throw again, it's Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
Well, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still...
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready or up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They continue to be the hottest team in the